And here we have Zenkaizer. Now, I bought this straight away because I know exactly what this was going to be like. I really wanted to see what he was all about, so I'm really happy that I have him. I love the fact that it's all good quality, as it says there. So, Zenkaizer there. You literally have Zenkaizer on the back doing his different poses. You have him right there. At the top, it just says Zenkaizer s.h.figuarts. And at the bottom, just some random information. So let's open up this bad boy and have a look inside. And here is Zenkaizer Kaito. He looks absolutely amazing. I really like this figure, and especially the cape. Now, I generally thought that the cape was going to be a hard plastic, but I will show you this in a little bit. I wholeheartedly really like this, and I'm so glad that I was able to add Kaito. I would love it if we got the other Kikanoids and stuff like that, you know, the other ones like Majin and Jurin and stuff like that. I would absolutely collect every single one, because as much as I didn't like the series, I like the suits. I like everything going around about it. But let's look at Zenkaizer. I love the gold. I love the kind of multicolors, the pink, blue, yellow, red. You know, it definitely reminds me of Go Ranger. You know, it definitely reminds me of other ones as well. Like, it just looks absolutely perfect. I love the fact that it says 45. I love the fact that it's Kamen Rider. I'm just going to say it, I love this figure quite a bit. But when you look at the detail along, like even when they design the costume, going up, like the kind of the colors leading into it. Now, I didn't realize there was color on his arms like that, but yeah, again, looking at the figure, I really like it. I like the fact that you have the kind of the chest armor, and that does kind of make me think that it is very similar to the Don Brothers one. Obviously, this came out beforehand, but the Zenkaizer kind of symbol, the eyes, I think it's the helmet to me that really stands out, which I generally kind of like. And with here, you can actually move these up and down, very similar to the Don Brother one, to Don Momotaro, if you wanted to kind of pose them, which I think is preferably like a really good one. Moving down, we can see that you have the kind of V right here. Now, I really wish this opened up and like you could see little kind of like gears inside. That to me would be absolutely perfect and add more to this. So you also have the kind of joints, which again look kind of good. I kind of wish they just painted it just a little bit to kind of show the gold. Like that to me would add just to make this figure kind of perfect. But yeah, I'll take what I will add this in. Like you see the colors kind of just drifting off that way. If they went straight down into the boots, I think that would be perfect. And at the bottom, we can see that you've got the red and white. You've got the kind of boots. Now these kind of remind me of like Wonder Woman for some strange reason. Like the kind of thing on her head, which again, I think is pretty cool. But it's nice to see some boots actually have some detail rather than be blank and lifeless. On the back, again, gold goes all around, which again is normal. Even like the joints. Now this is, I think, the first time that I've seen something. Now rather than just have them white at the back, they've actually painted it. So you can actually do it. So again, why didn't we get that all the way through on other ones that have that? But again, that's probably a question for Bandai. Now, I've zoomed all the way out because I love the cape. Now, I thought the cape was going to be a hard plastic, which we've seen quite a few times, but no, it's actually kind of like a poly, like not poly, it's like a really thin. This kind of reminds me of like the old parachutes you got with like G.I. Joe Army Men. But on the inside, it's absolute red, and I really like. Now, this is probably one thing that I don't know why they didn't do it, but I'm guessing because of the cape covering up. But normally with Figuarts, they're very good at painting the back. So it kind of lets it down a tiny bit. There's no kind of the same colors around, even though that they've got it leading up. So even if you put the things there, the cape down, you'd imagine that, you know, they could say, oh, we'll stop here. So I kind of wish they carried it on. That's the only thing that really kind of like downplays the figure, because even if with that, like you've got the kind of diamond thing right here that leads into it. So I don't know why they didn't paint this. It's the one thing that I think lets this figure down so far. Now we test out if he is flexible or not. Now the boots work really, really well, more like better than Don Momotaro. Again, very easy, very smooth, very, very nice. Body moves around like so. Body moves up and down like that. That's really nice. Like I really like this part. Like you can bend them to do what you need to. you have this kind of loose part, which works really nice. I've not really seen that before. This is the first time. I'm wondering if it's on the second one. Now, you can pull that down and move that up and down like so. Just be careful because A, it's sharp, but you don't want to kind of break it. Arms bend, like so. I don't know if I've actually shown the bending of the arms on the other ones. Like that. You can turn the hands round. And then you can't really turn the head all the way around, which is fine. I think it works pretty well for what it is. Just be careful because you don't want to snap this off. I think that's the only downside against the other figures. Just be careful. You don't want to kind of break that. So be really careful with the actual figure. This looks absolutely amazing. Now, I really wish you could turn this handle around, but generally looks really nice. Can you actually open up? No, you can't. That's a shame. You can't open that up either. It'd be kind of cool if you opened up and there was a little gear inside. But I generally really like the Gatalinga. Like, this is perfect size for him. Now, I have the added thing for Kaito, and I was kind of surprised that you can't take the barrel out and put it in that one, that they thought about it all. But looking at this, like even you got Gatalinga literally on that one. This is like fantastic to me. This is definitely worth it and adds more to the kind of figure itself. Yeah, I really think this is awesome. Now I wanted to quickly add this in because I did it with the Zenkaizer Black, but you can move this around the handle, which I think is really cool. Just be careful because it does feel flimsy, but you can also move the cannon thing, the chamber around. Again, don't know why, but you can do. What do I think of this actual figure? To me, I generally really like it. Now, there are, I think, maybe 2 to 3 things that I would pull up on this to turn around and be like, First one is obviously the antenna. I don't want it to fall over and snap. So if I was to have this on display, then I would definitely have him with a Figuarts stand to make sure that he stays there, because if he falls over and breaks off the antenna, it'll be very costly to repair him or even to kind of like get another one. The second one is the kind of this thing. Let me just drop this down. Now, I didn't really pick up on it until I was attaching a arm, like his hand thing. I don't want it to snap, so if you're going to put it into his hand, just make sure that you don't kind of grasp or put any pressure on the actual kind of trigger thing, because it will just snap, I reckon, and that's not what you want. And the third thing is, which we mentioned, was that he doesn't have any color with the going up on his back. I feel like that's it. Now, not unless it doesn't actually have it on the actual figure itself or actually character, but to me, I imagine it would do because it just feel weird. But apart from that, I absolutely love this figure. I think it's fantastic. I think it's one of the nicest ones, and it's definitely a great one to have if you're kind of collecting Zenkaizer. I really want the others now, and I feel like that would be really cool if we got them. But yeah, I really do like this figure. I highly recommend it. But yeah, what are your thoughts? What do you think about this figure itself? Would you get it? Would you not? Let me know down below in the comments. And while you're actually on the channel, why not check out all the other videos that we've got going around? It makes the channel grow, and you might find something that you enjoy or love. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. And yeah, have a good one, and I'll catch you in the next video.
チャンネルをサポートしてくれてありがとうございます。チャンネル登録、高評価お願いします。以下のリンクから商品を入手することができます。